what is a glaring red flag to you in terms of where this money will go? Meaning, PhilHealth being part of this MOA, ano yung contribution nila at saan napupunta?
Well, this is basically parang replica of the petition of Justice Antonio Carpio and Justice Morales, if you remember, that actually triggered the TRO. Kasi, ang pera ng PhilHealth, kung may excess ka, wala kang ibang paggagamitan yan. Kung hindi, para sa pag-expand ng benefit at pagbaba ng premium mo at i-implement mo yung Universal Healthcare Law. Ngayon, LGU facilities ito. So the MOA, sa DBP, will provide right now the funding, and then PhilHealth will assist right now do sa implementation to sa LGU facilities. Nothing in their charter, ako, ang tagal ko nang alam yan, na about LGU facilities because Department of Health ang responsable doon. So if they think that the LGU facilities are really important, di dapat pinasok nila yan sa General Appropriation Act.
Meaning, yes, funded by the government.
By the government.
Yes.
And
through
then,
the Department of Health.
Through the Department
because
of
that's
Health.
their mandate. So, in this case, in the MOA, PhilHealth is supposed to provide what? Because the DBP will be providing financing to build healthcare facilities in rural areas.
Yeah.
And then what is PhilHealth's role?
Ang PhilHealth's role is there to facilitate daw ang payment in the hospitals and everything. But why do you need an intermediary or a party list, specifically one specific party list, para i-mandate ang PhilHealth to do their job? Hindi ba job dapat to talaga ng PhilHealth na magbayad talaga sa mga ospital, bigyan tayo ng benepisyo? Bakit may kailangan pang MOA? And then, the other thing, the party list, may tatlo daw siyang gagawin. One, they will coordinate which LGU facility that they will choose. Number two, they will provide complementary programs and training, Attorney Karen. And then,
Where will their funding come from?
And then, that's
Single.
the $64 question. Saan manggagaling yon? Eh sabi daw through the medical assistance program. So lahat parang ayuda na lang mangyayari. Pero bakit mag-i-involve pa ang PhilHealth dito? Samantalang hindi mandato ng PhilHealth yun. So ang nangyayari, yung pera ng PhilHealth na excess funds magagamit na naman nasa paka-long term na LGU facilities. So kung nung SONA ng Pangulo nung una 3 years ago, dapat nailagay nila sa GAA ito. Ang dapat ginawa ng PhilHealth, dahil umaapaw ang pera nila, galing sa GAA, sa syntax law, sa ating contribution, at iba pa, ang dapat ginawa niyan, in-expand mo talaga ang benefit package. At tatlo dapat ang aking suggestion para hindi magamit yung pera. Well, nagagamit lang kasi natin, Attorney Karen, pag na-hospital ka eh. What if nagkaroon ka ng PhilHealth HMO card so that you prevent the soaring number of heart attack?
Yeah, you mean
Preventive
preventive healthcare. So the appropriate maintenance medicines and also what about other wellness supplements, do you think?
Medicines or providential funds. Like ako sa SSS, nakapagbayad ako when I work in the private sector. Meron akong tinatanggap monthly. Ngayon, hindi mo naman nagagamit ng PhilHealth. Sino ba naman ang gusto ma-confine? So at age 60 na wala ka ng work, and then ikaw naman ay kailangan mo rin ng bayad sa mga medication mo, parang providential funds na pwede mo gamitin on top your SSS or GSIS, depending kung private or public ka, makakatulong pa ito sa iyo so that hindi ka magbabayad ng dialysis. You know, ang
So
dialysis,
is it, yung ini-imagine mo, is it in the form of a pension?
pension, outpatient package, emergency package na hindi kino-cover ng PhilHealth. At hindi mo ilalagay dito sa mga ganitong facilities. Kasi ang problema ko dito, ay yung misuse of funds, yung RA Procurement Law 9184, sino mamamahala niyan? At sino ang pipiliin mo niyan? And the proximity to the election is suspect din eh. Kasi magro-roll over din ito eh. And we don't want patronage politics. At saka, ba't ko nasasabing maaaring unconstitutional? Ang legislation has nothing to do with budget allocation for the executive
And by
branch.
legislation, you mean the party list involved here, Tingog party list, as part of the MOA?
Yes.
Yes, and that was actually my question as well. Why are they part of the MOA in terms of implementation when party list having a seat in Congress is supposed to just be legislating?
That's correct. Yun na nga ang hindi ko maintindihan yan. Kaya sa aking palagay, magkakaroon ka ng another layer of bureaucracy. Ang hirap ng mangyayari, meron pang ganitong klase. So, kaya natin siya nire-raise sa red flag. Kasi ayaw nating mapatulad uli eh. Kasi katulad ng diversion ng PhilHealth funds, biro mo, in the middle of the night, bigla ka nang nakuhanan nung May ng pera. Almost 60 billion na nga eh. And then kung hindi pa nag-TRO ang Supreme Court, maaring natangay pa yung 30 billion ng Nobyembre. And eto na naman ang magiging problema natin. Nakakaawa naman ang mga tao. Ako, I'm always in the hospital, Attorney Karen. Some patients, pag nakita na yung magagastos, uuwi na eh. Alam mo ba ang
I mean,
nagdadialysis?
some people opt not to
Be
get the
confined.
treatment.
Oo. And based on the study of Gideon Lasco, isang anthropologist, Dr. Gideon Lasco, ang pagbabayad natin sa PhilHealth through a study, PhilHealth, guarantee letter, pagtitiis, pagmamakaawa, wala eh. Ngayon, ang laki pala ng pera natin, bakit natin kailangan ng ganitong programa? Ang kailangan natin ay hindi long-term facilities na matagal pang gagawin. We need the money right now. So, kailangan ibigay natin kagad sa tao yon, yung perang yon na dapat na binabayaran ng bawat membro. Tsaka hindi nag-public forum, ha?
And Dr. Tony, when you say malaking pera, how much money are we talking about that PhilHealth already has?
Yan. That's why Senator J.B. Ejercito said in a press conference as well as a text message na sa January mag-oversight committee. Kasi look at the money. And I think nakita niya ng ibang mga tao na malapakalaki ang pera.
Like around how much?
I think by this time, unseen tax is about 500 billion. Okay? Now, how many members ang PhilHealth in the Philippines? 110 million tayo. Let's say 100 million ang nagbabayad ng premium mo. So, magkano yun? Magkano ang sin tax law na sa bawat alcohol, tobacco, soda? Magkano yung binibigay ng General Appropriation Act? Magkano yung exemption ng indigents, senior citizen, at saka yung may kapansanan, PWD?
So you would say like, is it around over a billion? Like over 500?
A trillion siguro. Kasi,
Trillion.
kasi kung ang latest reserve funds nila, umabot ng 600 to 700 billion eh. Oo. So, yung inire-replenish naman siya every year eh. Kasi may maninigarilyo ka pa rin every year eh. So kung 5 years na siya, I think more than 700 or 800 billion na siya.
But why are we not having any visibility in terms of how much money they really have?
Well, that's the problem. Kasi sa Universal Healthcare Law, they're supposed to have an oversight committee that they should actually meet. I don't know the regularity or the timing, but it should be quarterly. Tapos may report ka to the nation of their financial statement. How much is the contribution right now of the workers? How much is the contribution ng sin tax law? So that you know kung nasan ito o nagagamit na ba.
So what happened to that oversight committee? Bakit wala?
That's another question na dapat ginagawa ng Senate and Congress. Hindi ba dapat ginawa ng Kongreso to at ng Senate na pangalagaan ang pondo ng PhilHealth? Kaya ngayon, ang nangyayari, nagkakaroon ng detour kung paano siya gagamitin. And the very people who are supposed to protect the public funds are the ones, to me, allegedly violating the same principles.
So walang transparency and there's no oversight, but we have a diversion of funds. Yun yung nangyayari ngayon, in your opinion.
Yeah, kasi inamin naman ni Secretary Recto July 30 that through a letter last February to President Ledesma, and even in a hearing, inamin na niya that there was an order from Malacanang to remit 90 billion. So, and then ang gagamitan, based on the letter, on program appropriations and infrastructures. So bakit ka magpapa-infrastructures? Samantalang ang Universal Healthcare Law is not for infrastructure. It's basically for the benefit package kung ma-hospital ka. Now, kung gusto na mag-isip ng proyekto, ang naiisip ko, dahil mahal ang downstream diseases, heart attack, stroke, cancer, dialysis. Alam mo, sa dialysis lang, we're spending 17 billion a year.
This is government spending it.
Government spending it. 17 billion. So what if meron kang outpatient package so that you can predict kung sino magda-diabetes, kung sino mataas ang creatinine, kung sino may hypertension, so that you'll be able to give them medications. And so this is the preemptive and preventive part of the PhilHealth. Ang daming matutulungan natin. So we will have more productive Filipinos and healthy.
Yeah.